Alright, hi, my name is Chris Boyer, and this is a video response for PE 551 at Azusa Pacific University. We have two questions we're answering. Number one, in your opinion, what are the key components that elevate a good physical fitness education sport program to a great one? This is the good to great concept. How are we going to go from good to great? Well, number one, we need to have standards. And so I believe that all physical fitness programs are going to claim to be basing their curriculum on standards, but I believe that we need to also have a vision and a goal in mind, as chapter 16 talks about in our book that we've been reading for our coursework. Lund believed that we need to have vision or a purpose to what we're trying to do, and so I believe that for our vision and purpose, it shouldn't be just to make sure that the students are doing what they're supposed to or to get them fit temporarily, but like Lund believed, that we should have a vision to give them preparation for a lifetime of fitness. Now, that being said, it does require that we have standards in mind for what that means, like understanding the 5 components of physical fitness, making sure the students are leaving as competent learners, that they are equipped with understanding the 5 components of physical fitness and how to achieve those. I think that's important. Number 2, I believe that we need also to go from good to great. I believe that we also need to have good classroom management skills, because I believe that a teacher who's not demonstrating good classroom management, that if there are a lot of students that are just sitting, if there's a lot of students not dressing out, if there's a lot of students that are just not on board, they're not, getting on the train, not getting on the bus, then I think that that's not really going to help motivate other students. Even if you have 20% of the high achieving students, they're going to be influenced by the 80% that are not, or even vice versa. If it was 20% are not participating, 80% are on the bus already, a little yeast works through the whole dough. And so I think that we need to really do our best to nip those things at the start and try to cut bad behaviors, attitudes, have a good classroom management in mind and implement those things. That's something that I personally have learned in my student teaching right now from my master teacher, that when he walks in the room, everyone becomes ship-shape really quick because his classroom management skills are so much further above my own. So I've seen that. So students need to be on time, they need to dress out, they need to participate, and that's not really a money or a size of class thing. That's just a teacher being able to lead and organize in such a way that implements that. So number 1 is the standards with vision and goal for the students, and then number 2 is classroom management. Number 3, I would say, is curriculum. In selecting curriculum, I think we need to get to know the student's background, in cultural background, interests, and we need to learn the needs of the students. We have to get to know the students in order to meet their needs. So it's not going to be a one-size-fits-all situation. Texas might look different than California, might look different than the Northeast. So I believe that the curriculum is going to be important, and we're going to want to meet the interests, needs, and cultural backgrounds of the students. So for me personally, coming from my background, coming from my interest in being here in California, located near the coast, near the mountains, a curriculum would want to include things that are a little bit outside the box, like the outdoor adventuring. I feel like cycling, obstacle course racing, all those things I feel like would actually gain more traction with our students than certain units that we do, like track and field. Even though I enjoy track and field, I feel like there's a much smaller degree of engagement by students, and the students that are engaging that don't want to are doing it because we are forcing them to through the threat of losing points. Okay, so for my second question, final question, which of these components are you currently missing in your program? And that's what I touched on just a little bit. My answer right now was the comprehensive aspect. That we have a lot of things. We got some cool stuff over at Los Osos. We have archery, badminton. Those are a big hit with the students, especially the students that don't like running. But I would like to be more comprehensive. Something that includes, although we're taught to stretch with the students every day, maybe including a yoga unit with the freshmen. I would also like to include a greater degree of weight training with a freshman. And I think the running we got down. So as far as the cardiovascular endurance is concerned, we definitely run the students every week. They don't like that. So in order to meet that comprehensive need, maybe including like if there was a cycling unit, or even if we had indoor trainers that we would train students, because students don't like running, have some other options like ellipticals or indoor trainers that give us the opportunity to take 40 students into a classroom once a week as an alternative to running, that we have a spinning class or something like that, or rowing. Oh, I would love to get erg rowers in there. That would be amazing. And then the other thing that I feel like that Los Osos might be lacking is being innovative. So I think that there is some things, they've done a good job of incorporating a lot of different units, dance and self-defense and badminton, paddleball. They have a lot of things going. Osos is an incredible program, enormous. It's a big school with, really well-established teachers. Excellence is a habit at Los Osos. That's their motto. So I think that they've done a great job, but I would like to see a greater degree of innovation, and maybe that's just my personal preference and who I am, but that's what I believe would help the students be able to connect with content better